Well, with me is Shehata from BBC Arabic. And Saeed, of course, you're following developments in the region. We're hearing from Israel that it's targeted more Hezbollah sites overnight. What do we know about the status of the conflict at the moment?
It's ongoing process. Israel insisting that they want to demolish Hezbollah capabilities, military, and the missile launchers and the senior commanders. So it carried on like airstrikes overnight and in the morning. But there is no reports of like crossfire from or firing from Hezbollah, which shows the weakness and the state of Hezbollah after the death and assassination of Hassan Nasrallah. But at the same time, there is other parts like the Islamic resistance in Iraq. In the last hours, there is reports that they fired a drone at Eilat, which is south of Israel. And so there is, from this point, at the same time, there is an American base in Deir ez-Zor in Syria was also attacked by some Iraqi groups which are supporting the cause of Hamas and Hezbollah. And the Houthi also targeted the airport in Israel. So there is other, even Hezbollah didn't launch any attacks against Israel because of the weakness, but other groups trying to do that. At the same time, Iran calling for not going for an all-out war, and they warned of not targeting their diplomatic missions, and their ambassador in the UN said like it shouldn't be targeted because otherwise it will be an all-out war, and Iran doesn't want a war. So it is ongoing like confrontation between the two sides, but Israel seems they want to carry on and achieve more after Mr. Netanyahu said he settled the score with Hezbollah after 2000 and 2006, when he didn't achieve like a victory according to Israel authority, and at the same time it's like it's a new chapter for the Israeli want to settle for the future of the border between Hezbollah and Israel.
And Saeed, you mentioned there has been silence from Hezbollah in the last few hours. Its leader has been killed. Much of its command structure has been decapitated by Israel. What kind of a response will we see from the group, and what does a transition within Hezbollah look like?
It should be within the next 2 days. I know there is mourning in Lebanon, in Iraq, in Iran, but they need to find a successor. And the front runner of to replace Hassan Nasrallah is Hashim Safieddin. Hashim Safieddin is the cousin of Hassan Nasrallah. He's also was the head of the executive council of Hezbollah, which was similar like to the government of Hezbollah. So he's the front runner of that. So there is talk about him to replace Hassan Nasrallah. Hassan Nasrallah himself, after he knew about his assassination attempt in 2008, he recommended that Hashim Safieddin replace him as a leader. So they need to choose a leader very quickly because there is like confusion. There is disruption in the Hezbollah. The rank and file want to retaliate, but they cannot do that without a leader there. So there is an urgency for Hezbollah to find a leader. So the next 2 days, I think they should find a leader. Otherwise, Hezbollah will be more weaker. And the problem is, if the Hezbollah didn't respond in the next few days, maybe Hezbollah would be out of the scene for the time being. It's not going to be ended because they still have capabilities, they have missiles, they have like, you know, the strong enemy. Even Israeli said they are a threat to Israel, but without a leader, I think they cannot respond in the near future.
Something to look out for there. Saeed, thank you. That's Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic.